Let's talk next about posts, which have a similar workflow to pages, but are used for different purposes. Pages and posts are very similar. Once you learn how to edit and publish pages, posts are going to be a breeze. But just remember that posts and pages are used for different purposes and are treated differently by WordPress. Like we reviewed before, pages are used for static content. You can edit pages, but overall, they're meant to stay the same. Posts are for timely content, and the idea is to add new posts regularly. They're organized by publish date and can be categorized in a detailed manner. You can have a site with a mix of both, or one or the other. Like pages, creating a new post can be done in a handful of different ways. You can go to Posts, All Posts, and then Add New. You can go to Posts, and then Add New. Or from the top menu bar, you can choose New, then Post. No matter which option you choose, you'll end up at a screen that looks like this. Now the Post screen is pretty identical to the Pages one. You have an area for a title and a content area that you can use blocks to develop. However, the sidebar will look a little bit different. In the Status and Visibility section, you can change the post to be public, visible to everyone, private, visible to site admins and editors, or even password protected. If you want this post to be added to the site publicly on a specific date, you can schedule its publishing ahead of time. Maybe this is a very important post, and you always want it to stay at the top of the blog no matter what new posts come next. You can choose Stick to the top of the blog right here. Maybe you wrote this post and you need another site admin to review it before it's published. Use the Pending for Review box for that. And maybe you wrote this post, but you want to make it look like someone else did. You can change the author using this dropdown. Use the Template dropdown to determine which template you want this post to follow. The permalink is the URL by which people access this specific post. Think of it almost like an apartment number. The main URL is the address to the building or website, but each page has its unique identifier as well, like an apartment number. WordPress automatically will use the title of the post to create a slug, which is the part of the URL that identifies a page. That will update once the post is published, and once it is, you can absolutely change the slug right here. You can edit the categories and tags here, and the featured image here. We'll go over these areas in more detail later on in the course. The excerpt is a few sentences that might display with the post on an archive page. And the discussion section allows you to turn on or off comments, pingbacks, and trackbacks for this page. I've added some content to this post, and I want to see how it will look on the front end of the site. I can choose Preview, select the device I want to view on, and then select Preview in a new tab. Now I can see a sneak peek of the page in this new tab. Keep in mind that other site visitors are not going to be seeing this. It's just for you. If I don't want to publish it yet, but I want to save my changes, I can choose Save Draft. But the post looks good to me, and I'm ready to publish, so I'll select the blue Publish button. WordPress will ask me to double confirm that I do want to publish this post and make me click it again. Now it's live. I can either copy the post URL to start sharing it with my friends, I can view the post again on the front end of the website, or I can get started with adding a brand new post all over again. Throughout the life of your website, you may end up with lots and lots of posts, which you'll need to manage. You can view them all on one screen all at the same time, which you access by clicking on Posts from the main navigation. If you watched the Managing Pages video earlier on, the content here is very similar. This screen contains the Add New button here at the top. In the middle, you have a list of all of your posts, including the title, the author, and the date of publishing, as well as the categories and tags for that post. You can use the search bar to search for the posts that you want if you have a lot of them, and you can parse this list by all, just viewing the published ones, and just viewing the drafts. You can filter the posts by date if you want to, and by categories if you want to. This way, you can find the ones you want much more quickly. When you hover your mouse or cursor over a post, you have a few options. Clicking on Edit will bring you to the Edit screen that we worked on in the last video. Choosing Trash will delete the post, and choosing View will take you to a preview of the post as it is right now. You'll also see that there is an option called Quick Edit. This will open up this small edit modal with some quick options for you, and this allows you to make some changes without needing to head over to the edit screen. If you wanted to make a change to many posts all at the same time, we can also do that here. Select the posts that you want to edit, then use the drop-down menu to decide what you want to do. If you want to delete all of these posts, choose Trash and then Apply. Or you can choose Edit, Apply, and add some changes to multiple posts at the same time. If you want to display an archive or a feed of all of your posts, create a new page using the steps that we followed in Chapter 6, and find the block called Latest Posts. This will automatically generate a list of all of your published posts, and this is updated each time you publish a new one. By default, posts appear in date order, with the most recent ones at the top. You can change the order if you want by using the Options block. Let's go ahead and see what this actually looks like. Look at this very simple list of posts. One of the things that make posts in WordPress so powerful is how easy it is to organize your content and then manipulate that content based on its metadata. Two examples of this are categories and tags. Categories are best used for broad groupings. For example, if you have a recipe blog, you may want to create categories for breakfast, entrees, desserts, etc. Any recipe you post will then be automatically assigned to one of these categories. Categories have hierarchy, meaning that you can have subcategories inside of main categories. But all posts have to have at least one category, or else WordPress will automatically assign them the uncategorized category. Tags are more useful for specific topics that you want to use to connect related content across and inside of categories. For example, this post on the Yoast SEO blog is in the SEO Basics category, but its tags include Google Algorithm, Holistic SEO, and SEO Basics. Tags have no hierarchical structure and are totally optional. My blog, right up here, has 3 different categories, all for my types of posts. Within each, I can use tags to identify other details about the posts themselves. There are 2 different places on the back end in which we can manage categories and tags. On the Edit screen for a post in the sidebar, you can add new categories and tags, and you can toggle on and off which categories and tags apply to this specific post. The post's menu item in the dashboard also has submenu items for categories and for tags. On these screens, you can create new categories and tags, organize them, and provide specific metadata about them. Both pages and posts have a section on the edit screen for a featured image. The featured image is a photo that's attached to the page for display purposes. So whenever you're scrolling through social media and you see a link with an image that goes to a website, that image is the featured image. You set the featured image using the media library. And we'll go over more on the media library in Chapter 9. Let's walk through how to add a featured image from the WordPress dashboard. You can add featured images to pages and posts. On the page or post in question, find the Set Featured Image area and select it. You can drag a photo into the media library to use from your computer, or you can choose one that you've already uploaded. Landscape images are usually best. Otherwise, WordPress will have to crop the image for you. Choose Set Featured Image to select this one. Let's preview this image to see how it looks on the page. If we don't like how the image looks, we can change it. Go back to the Edit page, choose Replace Image, and choose a new one. Make sure to select Set Featured Image. Let's preview it one more time. It looks great. Don't forget to choose Update when you're happy with the featured image that you chose. Now remember, pages won't display the featured image unless that link is shared. But posts will display the image at the top of the post like we just saw, on the archive page, and when shared online. Sometimes, if you change your WordPress theme, your featured images may break or look strange, and that's because different themes may generate the image or crop it differently. You can download the free Regenerate Thumbnails plugin in order to fix this. With the push of a button, your site will reconfigure all your featured images to display normally.